Broads Media.
That was the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here I am, shedding tears out my ass at 1 o'clock on a Monday afternoon because Jason Kelce retires. And as soon as he put out that tweet saying there's no keg this year, and then some of the beat guys put out a bunch of pictures of reserved seating. Yeah, there was only one thing happening today, and that's Jason Kelce hanging up the cleats, and I couldn't stop myself. Tears were pouring here at the Brody household and all around my family. There's people in my family that like sports. They're not as dedicated as I am to sports, but they like sports from a distance, and they couldn't stop engaging themselves in that 50-minute press conference and his announcement. And so Jason Kelce to walk in there with the damn cutoff. Here he is with his big ass arms. He's got an Eagles cutoff. Hey, just another ho-hum day at the NovaCare complex, right? No shirt and tie. No looking all spiffy. Travis Kelce didn't put together any sort of Gucci outfit. Didn't dive into the Louis Vuitton. I don't know what shoe wear he had going. Wouldn't be surprised if it was flip-flops and then some sort of jean shorts from Plato's Closet. I don't know. And nothing wrong with Plato's Closet, by the way. You can find snags there. You can get absolute deals. But that's Jason Kelce to a T. And I don't remember what life is without Jason Kelce taking, that center position by storm and handing the ball off to every quarterback we've had since he's been here in Philadelphia. So it's amazing what he's done. How ironic that after almost an hour, he steps away very abruptly and goes, well, that's all I got, and gets up to hug his family. It's all you got. You just gave us everything in that speech. You were thanking your hockey coach from Cleveland or from Ohio. In Ohio, you're thanking your hockey coach. Your hockey coach. You went through the whole damn list, and as you should. You gave us stories from Zach Ertz not working hard, not wanting to throw a block, to him actually having yards after the catch, which opens up a can of worms because there's no doubt in my mind that he was quote tweeting or subtweeting some of the current dudes in the locker room today when he went on that spiel about what it's like to play here in Philly, what makes it so special, and why the fan base is the way that it is. So, I mean, it was just a remarkable 50 minutes or so, and it's amazing. I mean, I just thank Jason Kelce for everything that he's done. It was sort of a, whoa, oh, wow, this is real moment when he was doing his thing because, well, over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons, it's been about, hey, he's contemplating, hey, he's wondering if, and there was actually some sort of optimism. Travis Kelce was asked during the Super Bowl week, the week leading up, what does he think about his brother? I know he's got plenty of football left, and that's probably why he was as emotional as he was, is because he knows the dude's doing it at a high level. The guy's playing at a high level, and I thought it was fascinating that he talked about how if you tell him he can't do it, that's what makes him thrive, and he really does capture the underdog story, and that's what makes him go, and when maybe he gets all this praise in the world, he's so accustomed to being told he's not big enough, switching positions, those second-level blocks, I've never seen anything like it. I will never see anything like it. That second-level block, you think of a Sunday night football game, all eyes on the Eagles, and they show a nice run play, and they show the blocking downfield. This dude with one forearm is chucking people 6 yards away. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. We won't see anything like it again. But because there was so much doubt on can he make it, this and that, and the storyline surrounding him early in his career, where he was drafted, that's what fueled him. And I wonder if now that he got to this point of being recognized as one of the best centers to ever play, if not the best center to ever play, if there was something that I don't know, alarmed him. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey. I don't know. At the same time, I think it's very easy for someone like that to come up with something that fuels him. For example, everybody's counting Nick Sirianni and this entire organization out right now because of how the collapse happened, that bada bing, bada boom, you roll right into next year, and that's exactly what you write on that whiteboard. That's exactly how you try and inspire the fellas, and his leadership is going to be a huge hit. And let's take a listen to Jason Kelce as he explains what it's like to play here and how we correlate this to the debacle of some of the leaders in the room today. Here's Jason Kelce.
No one celebrates their own like the city of Philadelphia. Athletes become demigods in this city, even ones whose deeds span decades before. The Eagles are the number one ticket in town, the most talked about thing at nearly every moment. With that amount of attention, you better be ready to overcome the lows that will happen and be ready to persevere in the face of the criticism. Yes, they will let you know when you are not performing well. Every time. But they will also love you if you show effort, aggression, desire, the will to fight. They will love you in this city if you love it the way you love your brother. You will be loved by going above and beyond to show that you care, because they care. They've been caring for generations in this town about this team, and they aren't about to accept a bunch of excuses and soft-ass nonsense representing the name on the front of the jersey, something they've invested their entire lives in. If you don't like what the fans and media are saying as a player, it's very easy. Love them, treat them like your brothers, and go out and play your balls off. Wear your heart on your sleeve, and I guarantee you change those narratives.
How about that, huh? I mean, that is right on the money. And by the way, there's a reason why that's being said. Jason Kelce is a very smart man. He is very intelligent. He's in those walls all day long, so he knows exactly what's going on. And that is a message sent to the ones in the room right now, that you better knock it off. All right, you got to put soap in your mouth, whatever it is. Get that nastiness out, because you have to recognize the way this is going to work. And if you want the bond that I've created here, and trust me, I think you'd all sign up, because this dude could be mayor. This dude could be whatever it is. And he is the face of Philadelphia. He is the face of Philly in a market where Bryce Harper exists. Bryce Harper is one of the biggest faces of the entire sport of baseball. He plays in this town. He has monster moments in the playoffs, big home runs against the Braves and Padres and World Series and this and that. He's on the biggest stage when the lights shine bright. Nobody's stepping up in more clutch situations than him. And Jason Kelce has surpassed Bryce frickin' Harper. He has surpassed Joel Embiid, who wins an MVP of the entire NBA. He is the face of it all. And if you want that, listen to me right now. You have to treat this way differently than you are right now, because it's a disaster how you're approaching the fan base and the media and everything. It's a controllable. Do what you got to do. You got to realize that this is all coming from a place of love. It's hard, tough love, but you have to understand it. And once you understand it, it makes it easier for you to approach. Instead of you fighting back nonstop, instead of you going with your hands up thinking you're fighting 60,000 people at the link, think of it as we're brothers. And sometimes you do fight. Sometimes you do bang heads. Sometimes you're throwing haymakers in the backyard. You clip them in the jaw, and then 2 hours later you're hugging, playing video games. That's the nature of the beast, and you have to understand that this is the way the city goes, and until you embrace it, you're probably going to be in a tough spot. And I think 1,000% that was said to Darius Slay, 1,000% that was said to A.J. Brown, 1,000% that was said to everyone currently who stands with the contract with the Eagles, because he knows exactly why there's turmoil, and he sees it real close. He saw it firsthand, and I love that, man. That's Jason Kelce. That's why we love him. He keeps it 1,000. He keeps it 100. He keeps it $1, and that's what he just did to his former teammates as he walks out the door for the final time.